You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is December 30th, 2024 special meeting of the Long Beach Town Council. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Thank you, Anita. You're welcome. Welcome, everybody, to the special year-end council meeting, December 30th, Town of Long Beach. Let's please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Meg, could you do a roll call?
President of the Council, Joy Schmidt.
Here.
Council members, Judy Haley.
Present.
Shannon Wojcik.
Here.
Kendra Bartlett.
Here.
Anita Remges.
Here.
Chief Swistek.
Present.
Attorney Willoughby.
Present.
Clerk Treasurer Meg Collins, I am present, and that concludes roll.
Thank you. My only opening remarks are, number one, thank you to everyone on the council for your year of service. Greatly appreciated by the town. And since we have some guests here that I think came to see people get sworn in, we're going to move that to the front of the agenda. First, we'll have public comments. Any public comments on Zoom? Any public comments in the audience?
I want to thank you all for serving very well and making this a wonderful town that it always has been. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Pete.
Thank you, Pete.
Mr. Brown. Okay, so shall we move on to the swearing in?
Just will look at you.
Because I know Cheryl likes to eat at 6.
She can have cake.
Meg, I'd recommend that maybe if you want to stand in front of them and then if each of them stand at their current position, that should work.
That's what we'll do.
And then if we can invite Colleen and Cindy up and then maybe stand right behind Joy would be wonderful.
And face Kevin.
Okay, would we like to do current or the new first?
Doesn't matter.
All right, we'll start with Joy then.
Or we could do them all the
It's
same.
supposed to be standing.
Oh, at the same time.
Sure, we can just.
Yeah, great.
Just gotta state their name.
Would I like a sheet to be able to read?
Yes.
This isn't going to be your sheet, but you can just read the whole
Thanks.
thing. That makes it a little easier to read.
It's nice thick paper too now.
You'll get a copy of that to bring home. Okay. Soon to be town of 25 council members.
Just
Can you please raise your right hand and repeat after me? I, your name,
Joy Schmidt.
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Indiana,
and the Constitution of the State of Indiana,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
discharge my duties
discharge my duties
as Long Beach Town Council members
as Long Beach Town Council members
of LaPorte County, Indiana,
of LaPorte County, Indiana,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Thank you all. You are sworn in. If you are out staying for the meeting, you will sign.
Okay. Oh, here.
I can just take them all.
Yeah, she wants to just get.
Congratulations. Thanks. Thank you all for serving. Thank you all.
We're done, we're ready.
Thank you, everyone.
And I just got.
Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye. I got some. Oh, keep it honest.
Okay, moving on to unfinished business. Employee health savings account payment schedule. Right?
Okay.
Sport chief, I'm not sure who this goes to.
Are we going,
Okay, well,
are you doing the HSA one first? Okay.
yeah.
So Mark probably may want to speak as well, but after speaking again at HR about this, I think our recommendation was that it's simply a benefit, and JD's here as well to, if my recollection is incorrect, but I think where HR landed was to just keep the HSA how it currently is with that January payment into the enrolled employees' accounts. Of course, if there's a majority of council that felt differently, or if JD or Mark has anything to add. I think what happened last year was indeed unique. We had about 6 employee changes, which is, I think, very uncommon for Long Beach and such a small town. So by no means do I think that's going to continue each year. So, go ahead.
Yeah, and I think the only thing I'd like to add to that is we memorialize this as a benefit in the handbook and when it will be paid, so that for future reference, it will be written down.
Okay, great.
So any other input?
The only other thing I have to add is that President Schmidt has in front of her the email correspondence from the employees, and overwhelmingly the employees have asked that we stay with the one payment as it has been in the past. Other than that, I support the recommendation.
Would anyone like to make a motion? Okay,
I'll make a motion that we approve the employee health savings account payment schedule and retain it at once a year.
I'll second that. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Resolution 2024-003, transfer of funds.
Yes, so I can speak on this as well. I apologize it was so sent so late in the day, but I think that's just the nature of year-end and my first time. For example, we paid the final payment of the septic bill, so that check needed to be cut so that it could be included in the check register, and then our final entries so that I could get the last picture of our expense lines and do the best cleanup that we could. So this resolution is just the result of that. It's using up some budget where we may have not budgeted as well as we would have preferred, or just simply items that change, such as insurance or so. Does anybody have any questions? This is simply moving budget from spots where budget is left over, and it's moved between department lines. So if I'm moving salaries from one line to another within the same grouping of those expense lines, I do not need approval for that. So this is simply, as you'll see, those last 3 digits are changing in these groupings. So I do need council approval in order to move the budget from a 300 to a 400. So 400 being capital, 100s are salaries and benefits, 200s are supplies, 300s are professional contracts, etc. And then 400s are more capital items. So did anyone have any questions? And I believe this is a common, looking through the resolution drawer, this happens every year. So the State Board of Accounts would prefer that we, don't have negative expense lines. So if it's an item, for example, the community center roof expense, that can be a negative line item because the cash came in for that, yet it's not put into an expense line. So I'm going into too much detail, but certain items, donations, for example, can be a negative expense line, or interest expense. I think even bank fees probably could be, but all the rest of them, we try to clean up. What the state board really looks at is the fund total. and all our funds are positive. So if you have a fund that goes negative, then they will not like that. So this process is just, again, cleaning up some of our expense lines so they look better for the year.
Okay, thanks, Meg. I would make a motion to approve Resolution 2024-003, transfer fund.
Second?
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Second reading of ordinance 2024-12, amending Title 15, Chapter 151, Section 151.060, annual contractor registration fee. I would make a motion to approve on second reading.
Second? I'll second that motion.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Long Beach Volunteer Fire Department Fire Protection Agreement with the Town of Long Beach. I know we got a few versions of this today, but we did get a final version that I think everyone was happy with. Did everybody get a chance to look at it?
Yes.
Okay. Do we have a motion?
I would make a motion that we approve the fire protection agreement with the town of Long Beach with the, and with the Long Beach Volunteer Fire Department, dated 30th day of December 2024.
I'll second. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Thank you. New business, Senator Dalton contract for 2025. Did everyone get a chance to look at that? I think it's just a pretty standard document to renew with Senator Dalton for 2025. I would make a motion to approve.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Resolution 2024-004, transfer from general fund to rainy day fund. Meg?
So this was discussed briefly at the December 23rd special town council meeting. And after many months of discussing purchase, Councilman Mark knows, I think this has been discussed for a few years and just not done. But the general balance, or the general fund balance, has a healthy cash balance, and we are comfortable with this amount that council kind of landed on at this last meeting. I had told them it could be 20 or 30, it could be 50. I think 50 is still very conservative, so, but it's a good start. That the rainy day fund currently has $52,000 in it, so adding another 50 will put it over 100, which is nice for any of the unknowns that would possibly come up, which you guys as council are aware of most of those. So any questions or additions to?
No, I would make a motion to approve resolution 2024-004.
Second?
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution 2024-005, establishing temporary moratorium for building permits in local business zoning district. Can you all speak to this? Or
I can. I don't know if it requires much more than just rereading, but basically, I discovered that there's no setbacks in our ordinance right now for any local business in the local business zoning districts, and we need to probably have those, or at least take a look at that. So, in an effort, while we do that, I think that's why this resolution is in front of us, to establish this temporary moratorium until that can be handled. So, I'd like to make that motion to establish resolution 2024-005.
I'll second that. Any more discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Claims approval, Meg.
Town checks number 21262 to 21348 totaling $596,742.41. Water department checks totaling $281,404.05. Number 55166 to 55186. And then those total $89,627.45. I don't know if she's got this today, but capital improvement account had a check number 1017 for $191,776.60, and that was that final payment to Woodruff's for the water improvement project. December payroll, $78,816.77, and then the total 2024 payroll is listed, $1,052,550.02. I don't know if you have to approve that final payroll, I'll have to look into that, but either way, I will look for a motion to approve the December.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Are there any council comments?
I just have one comment to make. This year is certainly different than last year. The uncertainty of the budget, of the money, of where things were, and I really just appreciate your diligence and your hard work and showing up and learning. And I know that you've worked with Sender, and they have been a godsend to keep us out of the weeds as much as they can. But I'm just thank you for showing up and for being here and for showing us how our town's finances can be managed. So thank you in your office.
Thank you all.
Any other council
Been
comments?
nice working with the five of you, so.
Thank you.
We have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a cake.
Time for cake.
The kids could have come.
Hey, we're out with the rain.